always first. But we got to change our attitude toward the poor. Now, watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. They had a bad attitude toward this woman, the poor, but let me tell you why you need to change your attitude toward the poor. Because your attitude toward the poor reflects your attitude toward God. Can I show it to you? There's a text, I'm not going to read it. It's a parable. Matthew 25, verses 31 through 46. Jesus is speaking about judgment that's going to precede the millennial reign, the kingdom there. And in that, he separates in his parable people, some on the right and some on the left. The ones on the right, he called them sheep. Ones on the left, he called them goats. And here's what Jesus says. He says, when I was hungry, sheep, you fed me. Goats, you didn't. When I was thirsty, sheep, you gave me something to drink. Goats, you didn't. When I was naked, sheep, you gave me clothes. Goats, you didn't. You want me to call them goats? Y'all all right? At the end of the story, the sheep and the goat both speak up to the Lord and say, Lord, when did we see you hungry? When did we see you thirsty? When did we see you naked? When did we see you in these conditions? And Jesus says, what you did unto them, you've done it unto me. God says, I identify with the poor. I identify with the penniless. I identify with the indigent. I identify with those who don't have anything. Those are my peeps. Now listen to this. God identifies with them. And see, we're in this conversation about, again, whose lives matter. And then part of the conversation, here's what comes up, privilege. White privilege comes up, right? Say what you want to say. There's some folk who got black privilege too. But let me talk to you about what I want to talk to you about right now. Some of us got church privilege. We're so stuck in our church world that folk who don't fit well into our church world, we let them know it. Your dress too short. You don't fit into our church world. You got too many piercings. You don't fit into our church world. You got too many tats. You don't fit into our church world. You smell like, no, a pack of Cools. Or even alcohol. You don't fit into our church world because we think we're privileged. Because here's what we think. Let me ask a question. Did Jesus die for the church? No, he did not. He did not. See? We think he died for the church. He did not. He died for the world. The Bible does not say for God so loved the church that he gave his only begotten son. No, it says for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Who is the world? The pimps, that's the world. The prostitutes, that's the world. The drug user, the drug pusher, that's the world. That's the world. The rich, the poor, everybody, even Donald Trump. Jesus died for him too.